Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a topic from your AETCOM curriculum that's not about memorizing facts or formulas. It's about understanding the very person you're training to treat. We're going to explore what it really means to be a patient. And trust me, this perspective is going to shape the entire foundation of your medical career.
So here's how we'll walk through it. First, we're going to challenge the basic clinical definition of a patient. Then, we'll step right into their world, the world of illness. We'll look at how empathy acts as a bridge, explore the 5 official roles you're expected to master, and wrap up with the doctor-patient contract that holds it all together. All right, let's jump right in with our first section, more than a diagnosis. This is where we start to peel back the layers and see beyond the chart and the symptoms.
From your very first day, you're trained to spot the signs, to look for the symptoms. But let's just pause for a second and ask a much deeper question. What does it actually mean to be a patient?
This slide right here, this is the core of it. We often start with this simple clinical idea. A patient is just a person with a disease. But we've got to shift our thinking to something way more human. A patient is a person whose entire life has just been thrown off kilter by uncertainty and vulnerability. They are coming to you in what could be one of the scariest, most fragile moments of their life.
Understanding that vulnerability is a huge first step. Now, let's actually try to understand what that experience feels like. That brings us to Section 2, the world of illness. Okay, this is a distinction that is absolutely critical for your whole career. Disease, that's the objective stuff. It's what you, the doctor, can identify. It's the diagnosis, the lab results, the signs you see. But illness, that's the subjective experience. It's what the patient feels. The pain, sure, but also the fear, the worry, the exhaustion. You treat the disease, but you have to understand the illness.
And these examples just bring that idea to life, don't they? A student who has dengue isn't just thinking about their fever. They are probably panicking about failing their exams. A daily wage worker with back pain isn't just focused on the physical ache. They are terrified of losing their income and not being able to feed their family. The illness is always tangled up in a person's real life.
And this is exactly why suffering has so many dimensions. It's not just physical. It's emotional, the fear, the anxiety. It's social, the financial strain, the change in their role in the family. And it's psychological, that awful feeling of helplessness, of losing all control. You have to see all these layers.
So the big question is, how do you bridge that gap? The gap between the disease you're treating and the illness the patient is actually living through? Well, the answer brings us to our next section, the bridge of empathy.
Now let's be super clear about what empathy means in medicine. It's not sympathy. It's not just feeling sorry for someone. It is an active skill. It's the ability to truly understand their experience from their point of view, and, this is the crucial part, to communicate that understanding back to them so they know they've been heard.
And this is why empathy isn't just a soft skill, it is fundamental. It is the bedrock of trust between you and your patient. Think about it. When patients feel understood, they're way more likely to follow your advice. Ultimately, empathy is what keeps medicine from becoming a cold robotic checklist. It's what puts the care in healthcare.
But empathy isn't some magical feeling. It's a skill you practice through communication. And that means actually listening, not just waiting for your turn to talk. It means asking open-ended questions, picking up on body language, and really importantly, making the patient a partner in their own care through shared decision-making.
So, how do you develop all these qualities? The good news is, your training is literally designed to do just that. The AETCOM curriculum actually gives you a clear framework for your professional identity, and it's built around 5 key roles you need to play as a doctor.
The whole point of your MBBS program is to mold you into what the Medical Council of India calls an Indian Medical Graduate, or an IMG. But here's the thing. Being an IMG isn't just about how much you know. It's about embodying 5 specific roles that make you an effective and compassionate physician who is respected anywhere in the world. And here they are, the 5 pillars. Number 1, you're a clinician. Of course, but you're also a leader and a team member. You are a communicator, building those empathetic relationships we've been talking about. You have to be a lifelong learner, always staying updated. And finally, you are a professional, guided by ethics. See that? Only one of those is purely about clinical science. The rest is about how you interact with people and the system. And I really want to stress, these are not just nice ideas to think about.
These 5 roles are the official foundation of everything you're supposed to learn. They are the metric that will be used to measure your development as a doctor.
All right, so all of this, the empathy, the communication, the professional roles, it's all built on top of something solid, something non-negotiable. And that's our final section, the doctor-patient contract.
This relationship is everything. It is the absolute cornerstone of good medicine. It is not a casual friendship. It's a professional contract. And that contract has 3 essential ingredients: trust, confidentiality, and a deep respect for professional boundaries.
Now, this contract is guided by what are known as the 4 pillars of bioethics. You're going to hear these a lot. First is autonomy, which is the patient's right to decide for themselves. Second is beneficence, your duty to do what's best for them. Third, non-maleficence, the famous oath to do no harm. And fourth is justice, making sure care is fair for everyone. These 4 principles will be your compass for your entire career.
I think this quote just sums it all up beautifully. Medicine is an art, and its magic isn't in the pills or the procedures, it's in the human connection. Your scientific knowledge is your power, for sure, but your ability to connect with the person in front of you, that's what makes that power truly effective.
So we're going to end with this one final thought for you to carry with you. Over the next few years, you will become an expert at diagnosing disease. But the real question, the one you should ask yourself every single day, is this: are you also getting ready to truly understand the illness? Because answering that will make all the difference.